Where are we going, Steven?
Arashiyama Bamboo Forest.
And how are we getting there?
Taking 2 trains. First, we are taking one of the 5 rails lines that you take all the way to Chaya, and then we transfer from there to a different line.
It'll be one track, but you do need to keep in mind that there are like 7 different types of trains on the same track, and they don't all go to the same location. So make sure you pay attention to which train is coming and which stop you're going to. We go to Osaka in a couple of days, and there is a local train. I think it's local, I'm not sure, but it's supposed to be only $2, and this is what the train will look like. There's multiple carts with different themes, so it looks like this is where we would take that, which is convenient because this is right under our hotel.
Board from the front or the back. Pay the fare when you get off. No need to touch the AC card when you get on.
All right, we are now waiting for the local line to Arashiyama, and we just missed the train, but that's all right. At least it's covered, but it is raining.
If we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it?
Push it.
Wait, we have to move first.
Oh, we haven't moved? Oh, that's trippy. That was the train behind us. Alright, it is raining now. As you can see, Brian's got the big umbrella, but we're now at Arashiyama, and it's quite busy. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and find Arabica coffee. There's a lot of shops around here. From here, what we'll do is we'll go check out the actual bamboo forest. Hopefully it'll die down by then. If not, it's alright, we have umbrellas. It's maybe gonna be less crowded because of that, but based on what I'm seeing right now, it's pretty crowded still. One thing that we found that was interesting is we took the local train and it was significantly less busy, like we were the only tourists clearly in there. But as soon as you get here, it's busy. Looks like a nice neighborhood, and we'll try and stay as dry as we can. We're in Arabica right now. Very popular coffee spot. It's from Japan. We have it in Singapore. Holy moly. The prices are like half. I feel like our lattes are like around $9 Singapore. And here is $9 for both of our drinks. It's a very small place, but they roast the coffees directly in-house. And you can see the actual containers of coffee beans. But what's really iconic about this spot is there's a very beautiful view here. So we're right along the river, and I think just across the bridge is where the bamboo forest is. So we're gonna try and dry off, cool off, have our coffee, and then we'll make our way out. Hopefully by then the rain will stop a little bit. Who's ready for some bamboo forest?
I
Monkey forest is here. It's 600 yen. We're not gonna pay to just not see monkeys because I doubt they're gonna be just hanging around being wet. So we're gonna walk back to the other side of the bridge to check out the bamboo forest. It's crazy packed in here. Everyone's got their umbrellas out. It's raining hard. We're about a 5-minute walk-in. It's incredibly congested, but it's pretty wet. You gotta make sure you've got like rainproof shoes because the ground is soaked. I guess bamboo leaves are very thin because there's no canopy, so it's just wet even though you're walking all the way under it. Place called Ramen War. We walked by it on our way home, and they make their own noodles. It looked really good. Bamboo Forest overall was nice, but just super packed. The rainy weather is not ideal, so that's why we're glad the laundry machines were open, because we were able to just throw all our stuff in. It's 2 hours, 500 yen each load. So now we can just go eat lunch while it's happening.
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back, if we could.
After lunch, we came back, did some laundry. Thankfully, the 2 machines in the hotel were empty. We decided to consolidate, so we had 5 people's laundry in 2 machines. It's a wash and dry load, but it's all damp. It's clean, but it's damp. The problem is it's gonna take a while to dry now. But we've got a bunch of clothes now, and our room just became the laundromat. Woo! Goodwill! Literally a Salvation Army.
If we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it? The things I didn't know, I had to get out down the road, inside of the same old, caught in.
Alright, we just finished up dinner. We kind of walked the entire alley trying to figure out what piqued our interest. It's been a little bit difficult trying to find food spots, to be honest. At least it stopped raining in the evening. It was more of a laundry day today, but hopefully the weather tomorrow will be a little bit better than today. Alright guys, good night.
Good night.
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do
Can I take your order?
if we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder?
Wow. It's very dark.
If we could run it, the things I didn't know, I had to get out down the road, inside of the same old, caught in the circle.
One place we're not going on this trip, despite a couple efforts of trying to make reservations, but internet crapping out on me, is Kichi Omurice. All because the personality of the owner is quite whimsical. You can see that there's a massive queue already. I think this is just specifically for those who either have a reservation or are waiting to see if there are any walk-in availability for today. Granted, it is a little bit pricier at this spot as well, so that's one thing to keep in mind. You are paying more for the experience, because omu rice in general is pretty good at other spots as well.
Goes round they go. It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes.
We grabbed melon pan right next to the hotel and right next to this massive queue behind us for this restaurant. Now, we didn't realize that was so popular because I don't think there was a queue there last night. Feels warm.
Yeah, it smells really good. 250.
$2.50. We're going to Nishiki now to check out the market and maybe grab some seafoody stuff. And then, yeah, but it is cold, it is windy, and yeah, we'll see where it takes us.
It's closed. I need a breather. Got lost in the B-roll. Let all the window to learn how the world goes. We didn't know how to move on. If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back?
Is it good? Mm-hmm. How was it? Super tender. What'd you get? Nice octopus.
I got the scallop.
The scallops are huge.
Yeah, they're fat.
I'm excited to see those. Carlos, you got the shrimp then? Cheers!
Yeah, it's 2 in 1. Cheers.
Cute.
Really good.
Nice.
So buttery.
Look at the size of that scallop. Okay, we're like halfway through Nishiki Market right now. I think Carlos now is gonna get a giant strawberry daifuku. I think there's other sweet stuff that we might want to try later, but it gets a little bit stressful just because it is very, very packed and busy right now. It is the weekend though, so that's kind of to be expected. It's all cash, so make sure you have cash. And I do like the fact that most of the restaurants or the little stalls will tell you not to eat while walking, which you shouldn't. It's too crowded to eat and walk and enjoy it anyway. So they usually have seating in the back, have like a quick bite and just be on your way. So like for us, we had it and sat down for like 5 quick minutes and then went up again. Let's see how many more stalls we hit. I will say though, we're running low on cash and it's not cheap. The taco we got was 600 yen for the stick. We saw some unagi that looked really good as well, but it's about like, I think the cheapest one was 1100 for the stick. You gonna try a bite as well?
I'll try a bite.
Carlos. All right, this is Carlos's first time having a daifuku with strawberry. You can tell by his lips that he likes it. Red bean and strawberry, it looks like.
Very sweet. Very tasty.
If we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could all of the things I didn't know? I had to get out down the road inside of the same old, the same old.
Okay, Chantal, what do we have here?
Unagi and
Yes. You got shrimp, ebi tempura. Brian, what did you get?
Shrimp with tofu skins.
And he's already crushed it, so it must be good. It seems like it's pretty universal. Everything's about 600 yen, so same thing, 600, 600, I'm guessing
600.
600, so. It's soft and warm. All right, let's give the shrimp a try. You're gonna like it. That is some crunchy tempura.
Caught in circles round they go.
After Nishiki Market, that's probably how you're gonna end up feeling as well.
Okay. Price?
Say 100.
700.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes closed. I need a breather.
Thoughts?
It was delicious. So we just went into
Sakai. Sushi Sakai.
It's outside the Nishiki Market for a
Like
set
this?
menu. 8 pieces of sushi.
Yeah, that was 8
sushi,
pieces.
Of nigiri for about 3,000 yen.
It's the coolest hole-in-the-wall spot.
It's literally a mom and pop shop.
Yeah, the gentleman was making the sushi right in front of us because you can only sit 5 people in it. I literally think the place is smaller than my bathroom. I'm happy.
happy
Chantal,
too.
how was it?
it was delicious.
What was your favorite piece?
The scallop?
Yeah, hotate.
Yeah.
What was your favorite piece?
Uni.
Uni?
For sure. Yeah.
I think the scallop as well, and I'm not a scallop eater. I actually don't like shellfish in general, but that scallop was bomb. It didn't taste scallopy at all. You could see him grate the fresh wasabi. Carlos, Brian, what'd you guys think?
It was awesome.
Oishi desu.
Yes, very
Woo! Delicious.
And the sake was good too.
Oh, that's right. You guys had sake with it.
Nice and smooth.
Cash only, but there is an ATM around the corner. Because it's only 5 seats, just poke your head in, see if it's available. We had a couple people wait for us to finish, but well worth the wait. So these kids still have stomach for ichiran, which is ramen.
There's always
You know what?
I'm not that hungry, Chantal. I don't think they're actually gonna go eat.
Save my stomach for dessert.
Yeah, so I think while we drop them off and they do ichiran, we'll probably be on our way to desserts. It's a little bit later in the day. We're not gonna do Nara. Nara's a bit too far, and it's okay. You know, we grew up in a hometown that had a bunch of deer. They just don't bow.
Bow to you.
They're not very respectful. Instead, we probably will go back to Gion, which is the very busy temple area. I think there's a lot of sweets and snacks that we didn't get to try last time, like mochi, perhaps. Maybe check out the Starbucks there. That should be a good plan, though. Fly, my birdie. These kids are crazy. We just dropped them off literally a minute after having really good sushi. But hey, when you're in Japan, you're in Japan. You eat all the food you can. All right, we took a quick detour heading back to the hotel to regroup and head over to Gion. But we went through Teramachi, which is the market area with all the shops and everything, to go check out a capsule toy store. Japan is known for them. They have the most random, unusual capsule toys. We haven't tried it yet, but hopefully we will at some point. I think most of them are like around 300 to 500 yen. Quick snack break. It is incredibly windy. We almost made it out without some snack, but this is like something that we've always seen and we haven't tried before. You know, it's a couple hundred yen. You can either get it fried or grilled. We're grilling them. And what's nice is even though it was only a couple hundred and it's just a little street stall, she gave us some warm tea to warm ourselves up while we wait for it. We made it back to the hotel because it's way too windy. I had one bite.
How was it?
It's chewy. It's almost like a mochi. It's a different taste. It's more like savory with a bit of sweetness. Ooh. It's not as sweet as you would expect, despite the fact that there's all this honey or whatever the heck that is. Give it a try. All right, we are heading back towards Gion. It's 5 o'clock. We're almost there actually. But we've taken a side alley that is much quieter than the busy streets going up to Gion. Everything in Gion closes at like 6 p.m. I think, even on the weekends. So we're gonna try and check out any remaining spots there.
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder?
Is it good? A couple things I wanted to get while we were here. Matcha, soft serve, in this like crepe style cone. And then maybe mochi, if we can find it, but things are starting to close. This place is super busy. Like there's a lot of ice cream out on the streets that people are eating, but luckily there's no wait. So we did get this. One cone with matcha powder was 650 yen, so pricey, as most things have been since we've been in Kyoto, but is it worth it? Oh wow. I thought it was gonna be super bitter, but that's really good. We're making our way back down the steps. This is right around the same area we were yesterday, but because everything's closed now, it's actually a bit quieter, which is nice. And you can see the sunset over Kyoto, which is kind of pretty. Actually, a lot of shops are still open here. I'm kind of surprised. But we didn't come down this way
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago, yeah. I'm glad we did though, because we did come across the Starbucks, which you have to walk in there. Like, it's just really cool. I mean, it was super crowded. They don't close till like 8 p.m. I think. They do say you basically choke, so you find your seat first, then order. All right, sun has gone down. We are departing Gion. We're gonna make our way back down towards the river. Tonight's our last night in Kyoto, but Steven brought up a good point. We're only halfway through our vacation, so we still got plenty more to explore. Just we're gonna be saying farewell to Kyoto.
If we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back, if we could run it?
Chantal's about to touch the statue of the deity of an ox, which you're supposed to touch the corresponding area of any ailments that you have. So, Chantal,
Right now?
your mouth, okay. Your throat, okay. Your nosy,
Your knee.
and you gotta ask the ox, which one is its knee? Is that its knee? Or is that its knee? You have an ailment everywhere. All right, hopefully you'll feel better. Now we're gonna walk around this 3 times, and any wish we have will be granted and any misfortunes will go away. So let's go ahead and walk around this 3 times.
You have wishes regarding health, longevity, etc. Walk around the hall clockwise. Keep touching and turning the wheels with your right hand. It's for health and longevity.
They've got some good bearings on them.
All that.
Making our way back down.
Do you wonder if we could all of the things I didn't know? I had to get out down the road inside of the same old.
We are walking into Maruyama Park, and I thought that parks were going to be very quiet at night, but maybe it's because it's the weekend. There are a lot of street vendors here actually. Probably will need cash if you're coming here. You see a lot of music and seats over here. Let's check it out.
Same old, caught in circles, round they go.
I think we've decided on some Hamburg for dinner. So we're back on the main busy street that goes towards the river. We had a couple spots in mind. Let's see if we can get a spot.
It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes closed.
We just finished up dinner at Hamburg Conel. I think that's how you pronounce it. Really, really good. Had a 170 gram pork hamburg with a demi-glazed sauce. Overall price was not too bad. I think mine was like just under 2,000 for the rice and the cheese and the hamburg. The street is quite busy where we are. It's the bar street, but we're heading back to the hotel, which is just a couple blocks away. And then we'll see how we're feeling if we decide to go out and enjoy one final night here on Saturday in Kyoto.
To